Help me.
Whoa!
Whoa! Yes.
This is Premeditated,
The podcast investigating society's unwritten laws and the heinous ways they're broken.
true crime, low stakes.
I'm Neil,
I'm Graham.
and this is Premeditated.
Today we're going to take you through just a vague, blurry gray matter called social law. Now, we've all been out in society.
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've done it.
Neat.
I don't like it.
Uh-huh. Don't you just wish sometimes there were more just written guidelines and just enforceable laws within society?
Oh, God, do I ever.
There are animals out there.
They are hootin', hollerin', and causing ruckus.
Absolute bedlam. Now, what we're going to do today is one of us is going to involve the other in an experience. An improvisational experience focusing on a unwritten law of society or a societal instance of which there is no law written.
Oh, so we need to examine the facts.
Neil doesn't know what it is.
I have no idea.
He'll experience it in real time as a character, as an improvisational actor.
Yeah.
We'll do a quick little live production for our listeners, and then we'll go into a tad of discussion and try to come up with a written ruling of this law. Don't worry, folks. Detective Graham and Detective Neil are on the case. All right, Anthony, you packed the passports, right?
You keep asking me if I've packed the passports.
Can you just, because I just don't want them. I've had it before when I've got the passports left in the safe in the hotel room. I just want to make sure.
Oh my God.
Can you give me a visual?
They're in the bag. Hang on.
Okay, well, grab our wallets while you're
Okay,
there.
yeah. Here's yours.
Okay, thank you.
Your wallet.
Yep.
And
Face
the passports are here. Yeah.
Okay, those look like our faces. I did a sweep of the bathroom, got everything out of there.
Did you say you fell asleep in the bathroom?
No, I did a sweep of the bathroom.
Thank God. Oh my God.
And I fell asleep in the bed.
Yeah, you did.
Alrighty. So I think we can just leave just the takeout dishes from last night on the little bed stool.
Fine by me.
I left a bunch of my hair on the sink.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you
shook it out.
shave?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to spruce up for the conference.
Oh, it looks nice.
Yeah, I just figured, with the lanyard and the button down, I needed a clean shaven face. So
Because we're coworkers.
yeah.
Sharing a hotel room.
Yeah. And
I wish our company had a little more money so we didn't have to share this double queen hotel room.
It'd be nice if they put us in separate rooms. But yeah, so I think towels are just wetting on the floor. I think you want to just go?
I think we could spruce up a little bit, don't you?
What are you going to make the bed?
Am I going to make the bed? No, that is the point of a turn down. But you should be a little more courteous, don't you think?
I think I was just planning on just tossing the key card on the counter inside the door.
Paul, I need to go through every single receipt item on that list. I'm not going to just not check out, and I'm not going to leave your hair in the sink. I'm not going to leave these wet towels on the floor. It makes us look like animals.
You left cigarette ash in the ashtray outside.
Because this is Europe.
Oh.
You can smoke wherever you want, and it's fine.
Maybe the ashtray is fine in Barcelona, but maybe the wet towels on the floor is also fine in Barcelona.
The ashtray stuff is fine. I just think we can spend 5 minutes cleaning up your wet towels.
Okay, fine. Yes, you're right. We don't need to leave for the Barcelona airport for another 25 minutes. You deal with the towels. I'll just run through and grab all the soaps.
You're going to steal the soaps? They'll probably charge us for those.
The soaps?
Yeah, people track those now.
Are you serious? They're doing that now?
Yeah, people do that now. Yeah. I was at a hotel. There was a hotel where it said that it was going to charge you $25 if the lotion was missing at the end.
Oh, where was this hotel? Was it also in Europe?
This was, God.
Well, whatever. Do you have any Ziploc bags? I was planning on just, because they have the shampoo dispensers in the shower. I was planning on just filling up some bags and taking them home.
You really view a hotel experience as an opportunity to be a pig and steal shit, don't you?
I'm getting clean. Pigs are dirty. You tell me a pig is going to take a Ziploc bag of shampoo and conditioner, cut a little hole out of the corner at the bottom, and squeeze it out like you're icing a cake?
I understand that our company doesn't pay enough for us to not have to share a hotel room, but you've got to have enough money to afford your own conditioner, man.
All right. Well, to each his own. I'm not leaving a tip.
Let me just say what I think the thing was. Mm-hmm. And it's, I think it's when you're leaving a hotel room, yes, or like maybe even an Airbnb, some sort of domicile where you have been residing for some time.
Mm-hmm. Upon checkout.
Do you just say fuck it all and just go for it? Or do you act like a house guest, or do you act like a transaction is happening? And I think that that's really like what the case file's bringing up here is, what are the rules in that case?
Obviously, there's a big difference between hotel and Airbnb. And I think hotel, just for efficiency's sake, should be the domicile discussed in this episode.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Because they've,
not going to venture into people's homes.
No, and hotels have been around a while, so I think everybody's heard of a hotel before.
Yep. If you haven't heard of a hotel, it's a place that you go where you can pay to stay in a room that they don't really interrupt you within, that you can sleep in there.
Yeah, and so this is one I've thought oft about. I think it'll be hard to come to a definitive ruling on because it's just because there's so many variables at play here. Like how
I'd love to hear them.
Let's start in the bathroom.
Okay, as all good case files start, let's start in the bathroom.
Let's start in the bathroom.
Yeah. What's in the bathroom?
Towels.
Soaps.
Fecal matter.
Sure.
In the example, as seen played out in the scene, wet towels are on the ground, which is kind of, as it was the first beat I used, but it's kind of a tough one because most hotels tell you to leave towels on the ground that you want changed.
I think that is totally fine, especially when you're leaving. It just means I used this fucking towel.
Also, wet towels are fucking gross. Who wants to touch one of those?
Not me.
Not me. So I think, in terms of that, I think if you shave in a bathroom, you should probably do a courtesy. Just take a couple squares of toilet paper and just do a courtesy wipe.
Sure. Yeah. I think that's fine, but not required.
That's where it gets tricky because it's like you are using these service as a service. Yeah,
absolutely. And really, like that's really the only service that they provide.
Yeah, because the main service is here's a room you can stay.
Right. It's
that
space.
Starts clean or like starts.
They clean it for you.
Yeah. So then, ergo, when you leave, the next person to come in, they should have the same thing.
Have you ever gone to a hotel and it's dirty when you get there?
I think on a family trip.
Yeah.
When I was young, and boy, did my mom not take it well. I think we actually moved to hotels. It was already gross, and we also found it was in Florida. And we found some weird bugs in the shower, and so I think that's probably the weird bugs that really got us out of there.
Speaking of weird bugs in a hotel room, my worst hotel experience was I was actually at an industry conference in New York City, and it was somewhere in Midtown, and it was this hotel, and I go there, and there's no bathroom. Which is already like, what is this? And I was like, okay, it's sort of like hostel situation. Yeah. So there's a shared bathroom for everybody on the floor. And you go in, and they had turned the heat off, but it was only March in New York City. So it was freezing cold. And I really couldn't afford anywhere else. So I had to use my wits to heat my own hotel room.
And so what did your wits do for you?
And I am very proud of this, actually.
I think I'm going to be pretty impressed with your wits.
There was a sink in this room. There was a sink and a twin bed. It was like, I felt like a priest or something.
Okay, so twin bed, sink, no bathroom.
No bathroom.
You're pissing in that sink.
Yeah. Well, yes. That is a given.
That would be. Not a trace of a doubt over my mind. I would.
But they did give me an iron. So I put the iron on the steel plate at the bottom of the sink. There was a steel plate under the bottom of the sink, and then turned it on all the way so that it would radiate heat like a radiator. And it heated my my entire hotel room, which is great because I was fucking so cold.
Wait, what you put the iron at the base of the sink?
Yeah, and then it heated up the pipes. And then all the sink stuff or whatever, because it was like a metal base and then a porcelain sink on top of it. And so I was able to like use the heat transfer for that. And then
I am so far very impressed with your wits.
I was like, this is cold. I can't afford it anywhere else.
People call me witty. I don't think I'd have this much wit.
Well, thank you. But the worst part of this place, I got there, I was horrified. Everything was dirty. It was a bad place. It was a bad place to be. And then like 4 days later, I notice a bunch of lice in my chest hair.
Ew.
And so I had to shave my whole body after I checked out of this awful, awful hotel in Midtown Manhattan.
Yuck.
It was really bad.
I can't believe I'm sitting next to you now.
Yeah, this was, I promise, this was years and years and years ago, but I can't believe that I got an STD without getting laid, basically.
Yeah.
I got body lice without even getting laid.
What worse feeling than the realization that there's like bugs on your body?
Many months afterwards, I was convinced there was still lice all over my body.
Yeah, it's like you get like ghost lice.
Yeah, you get ghost lice for sure.
I had bed bugs once.
Oh,
and I noticed the first bug I noticed was like it was very, very late at night, and I noticed it in my bed, and it was to the point where I was just like, I have to just sleep in this. Like I guess I could have gone and slept on the couch. I don't know.
Then you've got bed bugs in the couch because your body is a transmission vector for them.
Yeah, my body's a bus.
Yeah.
But like, even after I got rid of them, it's just like you're on such high alert for bugs. Never had bed bugs in a hotel room. I have pulled back some mattresses or pulled back some mattress covers.
Oh, why?
And seen some marks. Well, because sometimes it just like naturally like the corner just comes off.
Sure.
And so, I can't help but take a peek sometimes just to see what Marriott Bonvoy is doing for me.
Yeah, your Marriott morbid curiosity.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to the bed then.
Okay. It's what?
Let's go to the bed of the hotel room.
Okay.
I think making a bed before you leave is insanity.
That is fucking crazy.
It's I mean, because they're just
going to pull it off anyway.
So I think bed, you can just really leave all the sheets rolled up into a ball.
I'm going to stop everything right now and just say that I think it's fine to just be a total monster.
Okay.
And just leave. Yeah.
I am kind of the same way. Of course, neither of us are going to be blatantly disrespectful. We're not going to leave shit smeared and
sure. I'm still a good
on
person.
The wall. Yeah.
I'm not going to destroy anything or whatever, but like, I'm not picking up any towels. I'm not taking out any garbage.
Take out garbage. But if there's garbage, say on the coffee table, would you cram it into the tiny little excuse of a garbage can they have in hotel rooms?
Sometimes.
Or just kind of like move it towards that area?
It would only ever happen because I would feel more comfortable in the space if that garbage were gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't need them to clean my room every single day. Mm-hmm. I will say that. Like, it's nice every like 2 or 3 days, like if I'm staying somewhere for a long time. But in general, I keep my space as tidy as I want it, which is sort of medium tidy, I think.
Yeah.
Adult man tidy. Yeah.
Which
is not enough for
has some interpretations.
Some people. Yeah. People aren't going to come in there and be like, whoa, this like drug addict or like this.
Yeah, it's kind of for my own embarrassment levels. Like I don't want to leave 13 beer bottles next to the TV.
Yeah.
Sure, I drank all 13 beers, but I don't really like seeing the product of my work displayed like that. I kind of like to hide that part. I don't think I've rarely, if ever, gone to the front desk and given them my card back.
I do it on work stuff. If it's a work thing, I will go and like look at the receipt, charge the company or whatever. But it's purely transactional. I will just leave it wherever it lay. Or sometimes I find them and I've taken them with me, and I'm like, that's
fun. It's fun, a little Easter egg.
Yeah, and it's a little souvenir, and it's like
that you'll look at and cherish forever.
Yeah, and I don't think it's necessary to check out,
especially if it's a personal trip. I want to leave that hotel room like I'm leaving a crime. It's just once the bags are packed, you're
done. Yeah.
I also have another dicey, juicy nugget.
Come on, hit me.
So this is also just I didn't learn about this until I was maybe 27. You're supposed to leave a cash tip for the maid. And this is, that's
old fashioned, but yes.
Okay. Is it old fashioned? Because my parents have never done it. So I never like saw that happening. So I just didn't know that was something that you did until like I was like with some friends like, oh, like I'll leave $10. I'm like, for who? Tooth Fairy, where are we leaving? $10. Leave me $10.
She's not real.
Who do you think's coming?
Yeah. I think I left a cash tip in Mexico in like a little boutique hotel.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in a Marriott, no way. It is not our job to make sure that they are paid like a living wage. Like that's not part of it. I believe that they are not paid enough, but I also believe that the gouging in hotels and like the surge pricing and all of those other things that are designed to make the consumer like experience absolutely as miserable as possible while still extracting as much money as possible. Like that tension, anywhere that tension exists, I have a really hard time endorsing it by being like, I will suffer because you're not paying people enough. Socially, it's different with like tips at restaurants a little bit because there are literal regulations that allow them to get paid $2.50 an hour. But yeah, it's like, I don't think that leaving a tip for a housekeeper at a hotel makes sense unless it's like a family run thing. I would always rather stay at a boutique hotel because they're cute and they have like unique experiences. The idea that a conglomeration needs me to chip in a little extra is kind of sickening.
One thing I did forget, would you leave food in the fridge? Leftovers?
Yeah, I have before.
Yeah, I have. Obviously, like leftovers are essentially trash at that point, which we've already kind of discussed. What about like full unopened bottles or stuff?
You know what? I hope that the housekeepers take that. If it's literally like in the packaging, you guys enjoy this. And so yes, I do hope that it gets enjoyed by someone else. Do I think that probably happens? Not often. Yeah. I think it's probably usually thrown away.
It's probably garbage, yeah.
You can't trust something that you just find but left behind in someone's hotel room. I get that. But A, I hope it's against the rules for them to have a beer in the middle of the day. And B, I hope they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Turn on some music, smoke a cigarette, have my beer.
In my old hotel room.
Remake the bed.
Yeah. I'm like all for it. Like throw a party.
Okay, and now for the real crime.
Okay.
The stealing.
That's
Judging
yours.
from the way you said stealing, I think we might differ on this a little bit.
Oh, that's yours.
You what?
Anything in the hotel is yours.
Oh,
towels,
yeah, okay.
Towels, soaps, everything. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
That belongs to you. You paid probably like hundreds of dollars a night.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break. You can afford more of these little
give me
things.
An unwrapped soap, or like a fluffy robe.
A fluffy robe. I've never actually gone so far as to steal a robe, but I love the idea.
I don't think I have either, but I've fantasized about it.
Okay. Okay.
Just like I dress up in the robe while I'm staying at the hotel. I'm like, what if?
What if I just took this with me?
But it's just such a large thing to fit in a carry-on suitcase.
That's true. It is bulky.
One time, we were like, it was like a car camping trip, but we wanted pillows for the car, so we took pillows.
See, that makes so much sense to me. I love that.
It's like if you can call and get extra pillows for no cost while you stay there, they have extra pillows. I'm not leaving the next person without pillows.
Right, because otherwise it's like a hotel's business model is so rent-seeking. Oh, we could afford this entire city block, so you have to pay us now. You know what I mean? Because good luck finding somewhere else close to the place that you want to be that you can stay at.
This is our place.
Yeah. It's come on. Hey, we're gonna make this as bad as possible for you and still make sure that you pay us. So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking advantage.
Yeah.
Like making the most of that.
Hilton Hotels, now a sponsor of the podcast.
They are sponsoring my bathroom.
That'd be cool to hang out with Paris.
I will take lotions sometimes because I forget to pack them.
And sometimes, especially the boutique hotels, have some nice lotions with some good combo scents.
Thank you, boutique.
Lemon lavender.
Oh my God. It's both relaxing and energizing. Give me a break.
Yeah, so I think to put a button on it, you can pretty much do whatever you want.
Yeah, because it's a hotel and you're paying for it, you know?
I think I'm landing on the ruling that we've had for a couple of our laws. Is just like, don't be a dick.
You can take it too far.
There's been some hotels I've left where I feel bad. I'm like,
really?
Well, not, I mean, maybe it's a combination of like just the end of the trip or I'm hungover, but it's like, there's been some hotels I'm like, oh God, I just hope I never leave and don't look back.
I can't make eye contact with anyone who goes into that room. That's not me right now.
Like a Vegas hotel or something like where it's just like I was there for 3 hours only to cram McDonald's into my mouth and pass out face down on McDonald's wrapper. But
okay.
Case closed.
Case closed.
Case closed.
This is Premeditated.